am Jumi. I'm a software engineer and I have been building tax system in Enugu State for the past 2 years. So I am here to do two things today. One, to show you how to build a tax compliance system without losing your brain, trust me. Secondly, I am going to be walking you through how to handle your own tax without losing so much money. Somebody shout money. All right. So just calm down. Chelu, I am not here to tax you. I'm not going to collect your money. So work with me, right? All right. So I'll be walking you through code, compliance, and a developer guide to Nigerian new tax law. So it's not a news that there is a new tax reform and everybody have been panicking. So how is this going to go and all of that? So I'll be showing you, it's not that complex. I will simplify it as much as possible. And I promise not to be boring than your last debugging section or your last stand-up meeting. Wish me well. Okay, let's go. Is that not funny? All right. So first, I'll be talking about the API mandate, which is for the developers, and the personal mandate. So what is the API mandate? The API mandate is building tax compliance system for any system. So if you are building a fintech app, you are building a payment gateway, all this I will be talking to you as a developer. How you can integrate the FIRS integration. There is an API. We'll get to that. So this is actually for anybody working in fintech, you are working in bank, you are integrating payment platform. And the second one is the personal mandate, which is for you, me, and I, anybody that is earning. Okay, maybe students, you are exempted, but anybody that is earning, it is for you. So you are not just writing code as a developer, you are now in the system. Because the new tax system requires you to track every transaction that is going on in the country. So you will be building a tax compliance system. Next slide, please. All right, the API mandate. What is the API mandate? It's simply building for the new tax system. Every money transactional, it will be tracked. And any money, they will have to get you. Next slide, please. What is this API mandate? It is transaction monitoring system from the FIRSC. The FIRSC is the Federal Inland Revenue System. They are the one that coordinates taxes in Nigeria. So they have a particular API now that every bank, every fintech companies now integrate with this API. And what do they do? All their transactions, all their records are being transferred or reported to FIRSC. So the one that needs to be taken action upon, FIRS will pick it up, right? So if you are building fintech here, it affects your architecture. You know what that means, right? So if you are just saving your data, just saving for saving's sake, but now you have to have it in mind that you are actually helping FIRS to track record. So you will keep the record for a period of time. I'm going to talk about that later. So you can see this act in new tax reform. And if you follow Tech Cabal, you can go to their website. You will see more of this. They talked about the API mandate where, you know, every transactional this thing that is going on in the country will be tracked up. Next slide, please. So this is the technical implication of what I have been saying. All right. So for any transaction that is being made, a VAT will be captured. So previously, like the current tax we are in now, everything is being taxed. I don't know if you have been to store before and you check your receipt, you will see that you are being charged for VAT. Even for water, if you buy table water, grocery, anything, you are being taxed. But now, government is saying that for some sector, we will be paying your VAT, like healthcare, agriculture, some of the agriculture, not from the retailers level. So for consumers level, tax will be paid for you. And for government to do that, they need to track what you are buying. They need to track your transaction day to day before they can come in. So your VAT will be captured at the point of sales. Then your invoice will be generated. The fintech app, payments, banks, they comply with the VAT and keep the record, then reporting it either in real time, quarterly, 6 months, anyhow they want to do it. Anyhow it is convenient for them to report. So they then push the records, all these records now, to the FIRS. That's API push to FIRS. This storage is for a period of 6 years. So in this country now, I can't say we are in problem, but if you are so disorganized, I think you are in problem. For every of your invoice, for any transaction thing that you are doing, you have to keep your invoice or your record for a period of 6 years. Why? For audit purpose. If there is anything on your transaction and they need to audit you, you have to come up with all these transactions and receipts or invoice that you've done in the past 6 years. So after 6 years is no more relevant, but for a period of 6 years, you have to, tender your invoice if you are on audit. Next slide, please. All right, so, and that is that for the developer. So it's not that complex. It's as simple as that. Just know that if you are working for bank here, you are building a fintech app, just know that you will be integrating with the FIRS API for compliance purpose. So now the second mandate, which is the personal mandate, the you, me, and us mandate. Everybody that is earning here, you will pay tax. You must pay tax. That is what government is saying. But there are exemptions. So next slide, please. All right. Who needs to pay attention? Freelancers, remote worker, side hustler, and employee. So you can see some risk level are red. Reason is because if you earn in foreign currency here, government is doing like this to you. Government is like their eyes are on you. So you earn in foreign currency, government wants to know why this money is coming into this country, and tax must be paid. So you have to audit something to the government. So when I was in my final year in school, right, I borrowed a friend my money, all my savings. I cannot forget. It's just 15 naira, or not 50,000 naira, not a plenty money. And he was a remote worker. He said, by the end of the month, I will give you back. I said, no problem. So 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, he wasn't paying. So I went from school, I remember, to Lagos and said, if you don't pay me today, we are going to have problem. So he then showed me what the government is doing, that government is auditing their, company and asking them, why is this money coming into this country? So this thing has been on, just that for now, it is enhanced. At every point, at every transaction is now being taxed, is now being monitored. But previously, it might be that for a whole year when they are doing their, audit, they discover that there are some money coming into the country and it is not being taxed. That is when they will now chook eye like that. But this, my friend, did not pay me because the money is entering. The foreign country, they are paying into the account, but CBN placed a ban on that account to disburse the money. So that is why you should pay your tax. I'm saying this is 2019 or thereabout. All right, so if you are a side hustler, you are a medium, tax risk. But if you work for foreign company, and if you also have a consulting firm, yes, for consulting firm, you work somewhere, and you also have a side hustle, maybe a shop or something. So your salary is different from your side hustle. So your salary will, your employee will be will be charging you based on payee. That is pay as you earn. That is very different. But for your side also, you have to self-declare that one. So that is 2 different tax individually. So you pay for your employed job, then you pay for what? For your side hustling. Next slide, please. All right, so I'll be talking about PIT and CIT. What is PIT? PIT is personal income tax. And who is it for? It's just for me, you that don't have company. But for the other guys, the Blaze guy, I don't know about him. But just me and you, we are just personal. And our invoice will read what? My name is Jumi. It will just read Jumi. And your name is Emeka. Your invoice will read Emeka. Nothing serious. And you will be taxed on the tax progressive band. So there is a band. There is a cumulative of how your tax is being deducted. I'll be showing you shortly. And the company income tax, CIT is company income tax. Who are the people that are paying company income tax? If you have a company and you opened a liability account, so you have a liability account, you will be paying company income tax. And you know, the government is helping the small business as well, in the essence that if your turnover is less than 50 million naira, you will not be paying tax. That's zero tax. And your asset is 250 million. But above this threshold, you will be paying tax. But a small business, you are not paying tax. So your invoice now will be reading Emeka and Son. That is a company income tax. A company income tax, then you have to have a company liability account. Your personal account is different from your company account. We are going to get there. Please, next slide, please. So a simple formula, right? So we'll do some small mathematics here. I already told you people, right? So your gross income, what is gross income? Gross income is everything you earn. Your income, your side gig, your consulting firm, everything that is coming into your account as your earned money, it is called income group. And allowable deductions. So now, I think there is a misconception about taxable income. So you think government is taxing all your income. No, they are taxing taxable income. Taxable income is after they have deducted the deductibles, the reliefs. So the reliefs are pension, HNIF, HNF, that is, those ones are health insurance, scheme. If you have pension, if you have mortgage, and government is paying part of your rent now, if you don't know. So let me tell you, government is paying an amount of 50,000 naira, 500,000 for your rent, regardless of how much is your rent. They said, we are relieving you of 500K. We cannot do more than that. So it is part of your deductibles, right? So then we will use the tax progressive band to calculate the tax. Let's go there. The first 800,000 naira of your income is tax-free. I think you will have been hearing about that. The next band is 2.2 million. So on 2.2 million is 15%. This thing is progressive. It's not as, okay, on 2.2 million, you get 15. It's a progressive tax band. And I'm going to be doing a real example right now. So if you are earning above 15 million, you will be paying 25%. What this means is that government is actually after those people that earn more. So the HNIs, the higher income earners, those are the one government is coming for. Because if you earn 2.2 million, 15% is just, I don't know, it's a small money compared to 25 million. All right. So calm down, chill. We will see a real example now. Okay. So now, let's assume Emeka earns 500,000 naira in a month. Are you following? And his annual income will be what? 6 million. That's 500K times 12, 6 million, right? Okay. So the gross income is 6 million. I said tax relief, that's pension, HNA, all those things that I explained before, right? Those are deductible tax. Anything that is deductible from your earnings, you will minus it from your gross income. Do you understand that? Now, what is left now is now your taxable income. Do you get? So, government is not just taxing you directly from 6 million. They are taxing you from your taxable income. This is after all the deductibles have been deducted. Right? Next slide. Okay, so from our calculation, our taxable income is 4.1 million, right? So, and I said, the government said that anybody that is earning above 800K is tax-free, zero tax. So, for the first 800K on this 4.12 million is free. The next tax band is at 15%, which is on 2.2 million, right? Now, what we will do is, we will deduct 800K from the taxable income. Now, we want to use the tax band. I already told you that I will teach you how to calculate your tax. So, we will minus 800 from 4.12, right? What is remaining is 3.32 million, right? So, from this 3.3, it is higher than the tax band that the government is saying at the rate of 15%. So we are going to do 15% of 2.2 million. That will become the next taxable amount, which is 303,000. Do you guys get? So you said what? Yes, 330, sorry. Yes, 330. So the 15% is applying on the 2.2 million. So the next band is 9 million of 18%. So we will do 3.20 minus the previous tax band, which is 2.2 million. What we have is 1.12 million, right? So this 1.1 million is less than the 9 million. So we cannot apply the 18% on the 9 million. We have to apply the 18% on the 1.12 million directly. So that is why on the applied tax, that here is taxable income. So you apply 18 million on 1.12 million, you have 201,600. So accumulation of this is 531,600, right? And that is your tax in a year. That's your annual tax. Is it much? Okay. So 331 is not much from 6 million, right? Divided by 12, we have 44,300, and that is what you'll be paying in a month. So you collect 500, you remit 44,300. That's your tax due. Are we good? Next slide, please. All right. So, but you people are working on smooth road, fine buildings, fine. Pitamba is working now. All right, self-declaration process. For all your earnings, you have to self-declare yourself. If you don't self-declare yourself, they are going to find you. Not me now. I am a software developer. I'm just developing app. I'm not a tax. But tax people will find you. Because why? They are monitoring you via your banks, via your BVN, via your NIN. They have your data. If government wants to do something, they know how to do it. The ones that they don't know how to do it, that is what they don't want to do. But the ones that they want to do, they will find you. So you get your tax ID, go for assessment, do payment online, and file your annual returns. And why are you filing your annual returns? to get a tax clearance certificate. You have to get a tax clearance certificate. If you want to apply for loan in Nigeria, you want to leave the country, you want to do proof of funds, you need your tax clearance. Even as a student, you earn more than 800K. You will still go there, self-declare yourself. This is me, I don't earn anything. They will issue you tax clearance. You have to get your tax clearance. All right, so next slide, please. So, yes, they are not going to charge you. So, no hidden place, and it's a reality, right? So, all your incomes, as I have said, they are visible on what? On the transaction monitoring system that I have said earlier that we talked about. So, non-compliance, you will get penalized, and you will still pay interest. That is very funny. It's a lot of money if you don't comply. So, non-compliance, you now pay more. And at that time, you are on a duress. So, you don't want to put yourself in that scenario. So, the transaction monitoring system is live. It's, I watch it from mere, conceiving, iterating, talking about, and it is live. So, next slide, please. So, the system you are building is also watching you as a developer. You are integrating, you are doing all of those things. They are what? They are all watching you. So watch your back. All right, next slide, please. So last month, I was in a meeting with the chairman of the board in Enugu State. And I was done presenting, I was done demoing. And a colleague of mine was demoing. And you know how this thing is done. Once you are done demoing, you will just carry your phone. I was doing something else. But the chairman just said, can I see that? Can I see that? So I, caught my attention. I have to listen to what he has to say because we have to be on guard. And he said, okay, so this is not correct. I want it like this because the bank will be getting us the record of people that are doing so amount of money. What he actually said is, if you are doing a transaction that is more than 250 million in Enugu, your details will be sent to them. This is now your local, EIRS, Enugu State Internal Revenue. So for any bank in Enugu, you are in Enugu, they know you are in Enugu, you are doing transactions in Enugu. If you do more than 25 million naira in a month, bank is reporting you, say, we have culprits here. And they will find you. So you will be audited. Now, I have saved the best. I have saved the last for the best. This is company income tax, and it is exempted for tax if you have total turnover of 50 million and asset of 250 million. So this is a corporate income tax, like a startup, a small business. Government is saying, we don't want to bother you for tax. We don't want you to pay tax. We want your business to grow. So for now that your annual turnover is less than 50 million, don't pay tax. And your asset is 250 million, don't pay tax. So that is what government is saying. Why do I put it here? Because I want to give you people a cheat code. You people are my friend now. We are in this together. So you are a remote worker. You have 2-bedroom apartment. You are sleeping in one room and you are using one room as a studio. That is where you do your work. Why not open a company account? So you name it a liability, whatever, and as your money is coming in foreign currency, it's going into that company income account. If it is less than this, you are not paying tax. But if it is above this, now you have the leverage to do deductibles. You can say, my Wi-Fi is 500K per month. You are deducting that. You are deducting the studio room and all of those. You have a lot to deduct when you are doing income tax, right? Please, next slide. All right, take it tips. I just want to give you some tips. So track your record, next slide, please. Just be going. So track everything you are doing. Get a spreadsheet. Monitor your savings and your incomes. Just track everything and don't wait for the end of the year to pay tax. Next slide, please. So pay monthly. Tax is paid monthly. If you do not pay monthly and you wait till the end of the year, you are accumulating your debt. Next slide, please. Just run with me. Right, keep invoice. I have said that. Keep your invoice. So there is an audit for 6 years. You will be audited. So all these invoices, you have to present them, and that is why you have to keep your invoice. Run with me, please. Separation of account. Business bank account is not equal to personal account. I know tech people like to overdo. That is when you will go and send your niece 500,000 for birthday. Write it, birthday gift. If you did not, tax people will come. They will think it's N, and they will tax the person on it. So please be descriptive in your incomes now. All right. So next slide, please. If you have a very complex, earnings, get a tax consultant. Disclaimer, I am not one. Get a tax compliance person to audit you, to help you check your records and all. Please, let's go. Run with me. Just a recap of all that I have said. There is an API mandate. The FIRS is in real time tracking all of us, everybody. And the personal income tax, you are a remote worker, self-declare yourself. There is no hidden place. There is no, I want to get this money, and they will not know. Somebody asked a question. I was listening to the chairman of the reform, and he said, okay, what of all these conductors that they just do daily, whatever it is that they do, they just share it with the driver. How would they be taxed? The man said, the person has a phone. Even if it is not Android, he has a small phone. He will recharge. By the time he recharge, they will subcharge something. Do you get that? So they are tracking everything. If you recharge and you've not self-declared yourself, you are not in that database, they are not tracking you in any way, you will recharge your card, they will remove it. Run with me. So there is no hidden place. The formula that the gross is minus deductible relief and all of those things. And the tax band from 15% to 18% to 23, 21, up to 25%. All right. So the reality check is compliance is no more an option. Is not even an option for you not to pay your tax. Even if you are not in the tax range, go there, tell them, I am not earning up to, and you will be tax-free. No problem. So the system you are doing is tracking you. And penalty is real too. Please, next slide. All right. Any question? Okay. Please, can you get me mic? So, with that, can you please, screen this? I have put some resources together, compile some questions. 25 Q&A is on this QR code. If you scan it, you will see the one that applies to you. So I know some people here might want to ask, what if I do stock? Would they tax me? Yes, you will be taxed. If you are doing stock and you get your money, you will be taxed. And that is if it is above 50 million. For any stock gain, minus your capital now. Okay, this man has money. So minus your capital, whatever it is left, your gain now, if it is more than 50 million, you will be taxed. Anything less than that, it will not be taxed. Last week, I think I got a dividends on 450 naira, not 450K. I know how you are looking. 450,000 naira. But as the tax of today, they still taxed me. But by 2026, that will not happen again because I'm not earning much. That will not happen again. So I have compiled some questions on this QR code, so you can scan it and just, okay.
All right, thank you very much, Jimmy, for this awesome time. I want to ask a question. The analysis you did here, I noticed that was for personal. You said if somebody is lesser than 800,000, the person won't be taxed. Now, actually, last month I really had a need when I was looking for how to calculate the money because somebody asked me to prepare a proposal, right? So, and the morning there I was scared maybe let me know, go and do something as government to enter my DM and start telling me nonsense. So I'm really, really glad this is coming up. So I want to ask you the question that I had then to answer that nobody could answer then. So I want to ask, the money that you are calculating, that's your personal. Let me just get that one first of all. Now, the second thing I want to ask is, if that money is coming into it's not my account actually. I registered with the TAC. I think it's company, something like that.
Company income tax.
No, like company registration.
Account.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Company account.
If that money, I just want to just tell me yes or no, please. If that money that I'm proposing for, if it's less than 50,000, am I paying any tax on that money? That
50,000 naira.
I mean 50 million. If that money, because actually it is less.
Okay.
But the reason why I was asking, because I saw somebody's example.
Okay.
And I saw one of them, the guy put tax there, and the money was 10 point something million. I'm like, but now you are saying, so I want to know if money less than 10 million naira, because actually it is the government that is doing that.
Yeah.
So I want to know if it's once that money is less than 50 million, I'm not going to pay any, I should just remove that omission for tax, or is there an exemption? Because I really saw an example about somebody who was paying tax of 10 point something million, and it's still a company account, like the one I was Zoom preparing. I don't know if it's because, then I wanted to know how I'm going to now calculate my own. But now you are not saying that it is less than 50 million no tax. So did I not see
as
well?
As of today now,
yeah,
like today, tomorrow, till 31st, with this money you are saying now, you will pay tax. You will pay tax. It's like, yeah, as of today, this thing is a new law we are talking about. Come 2026, is a new tax reform that is being manifesting in 2026. Yes, by January, anybody earning less than 80K, 50 million as a company, you will not pay tax. Better. And don't forget to open a company account. I will advise that. And let the money go straight into that company account and not your personal account. Because if it enters your personal account, they will tax you based on PIT. But if it is a company account, you now have to say, okay, I bought this, I need to deduct it. I bought the laptop, I need to deduct the money. So you have some deductibles you can do before they can now tax you on the remaining. All right.
All right. So, first of all, I want to appreciate you for this topic. It's very interesting to me because...
Are you sure?
Yes, this is something that I deal in money. So, you find that it's not like that. This whole tax thing has been scaring me because you find a scenario where I don't want to pay my taxes. You need the taxes to be used. But I could be taxed in multiple ways. So, I have like 5 questions from all you. When you were speaking, I was writing down things to ask.
Okay.
So the first one is the basic one, multiple accounts. I believe in Nigeria currently, a lot of us have accounts with multiple banks.
Yeah.
So how would that play? Is the tax based on the person's name and this person has accounts in all of this? So they aggregate all the money you have in all these ones or what? So first answer that, then
okay. So that is where the self-declaration thing comes in. If you have accounts with GT, you have accounts with UBA and all of those things. So you will bring all the incomes on that account. On each account, you will declare all the earnings on each account. So I understand that you might be doing a salon business and also be doing a cocktail business. So there is an account for the cocktail, there is an account. Accumulation of everything is what you are paying tax on. So it's not individual. You are the individual. So you now have to put everything together, all your earnings, and that is what will be taxed.
Like when you are declaring, are there like fields that says enter all your account numbers? Something like that is what I'm asking. Or you create accounts or profiles for each account that you have. That's what I'm trying to understand.
So there is something called self-assessment. On that, you can say you do a gig of 500K. You don't have to bring your account. So because there is CBN, accumulation of all of you now is in CBN. Just that they are now diverse in different accounts, right? So CBN has everything in total. It's now you that you now say, okay, I have 200 million accumulation, but 50 million is in UBA, 30 million is in GT, the remaining 20 million is in First Bank. So you don't have to bring the account. You just bring your earnings is what they want to know.
So one tax ID,
Yes,
basically.
of course, just one tax ID.
All right, thank you. Then the second question is, you talked about creating a company account. Just like going to the question that guy was asking. So in a scenario where he does that proposal, and then money comes to the company account, which falls within the tax bracket of 50 million per year, which isn't supposed to pay tax. When that money leaves that company account, because you mentioned something about being able to clearly defend any transaction that passes through that company account, so you don't use it anyhow.
Yeah.
You only use it for specific things.
Yeah.
But your personal account, you use it for those birthday giveaway and all those kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So when money leaves the company account to your personal account or to anybody's account,
Okay.
like it's kind of like a blurry line.
Yeah, that's where
So I
sole
need more clarity
proprietorship.
there.
Yes, that's where sole proprietorship comes in. You can own a company and still be paying yourself. Do you get? So you have a company and people are working for you. It's a sole proprietorship company, and you cannot just enter the company money and bring anything. Every month you pay yourself a token. Likewise, you are paying your employees. So that is just your personal income. And it's now different from if you are doing a personal account. If you are doing a company account, government will build the company. The company is an entity. Now you are now an entity. So you will now pay tax based on what you are earning from that company. Just it's as if somebody else is paying you. You will still pay tax.
Now, and then when the money comes to the personal account, you said something about being able to deduct anything. So is it just literally anything that they accept? You said internet, those fundamentals, house rent per month, they are deducting that. So is it just anything they accept, or there are specific things? Because I was surprised when you said internet and all those things. I used to think it's all these like
I said
NHIS only and all those specific health insurance,
so
pension
for what
and stuff.
exactly are you asking
Like
now?
what's the thing you called it?
PIT.
Tax benefits, like
Reliefs.
Something like that.
Relief. So I'm asking on what? Is it on company or personal?
Either of both of them.
So when I was presenting for PIT, there are specific things you can deduct. The only thing, some things that you can deduct is the pension, the health insurance scheme, your rent. That is the only reliefs on PIT. But for company income tax, you cannot be running a company now and not be making some expenses. So you will tell government that, okay, we bought laptop for our workers, and you have to deduct that laptop money. Whatever it is that is left, that is what you will pay tax on. When I said anything, it was for company income tax. Company make expenses, just like general end of the year, this thing, you do your balance sheet, we bought this, we bought that, you remove it, then whatever it is, that is now your turnover, right? So same thing you will do with government. You would deduct all your expenses, then they will tax you on the remaining one. Yeah.
Then lastly, you said something about this Enugu internal revenue, and then there's the federal one. There are blurry lines, so I want you to provide clarity. Where do they converge?
Okay. So it's interesting.
1 minute. Are you declaring to each, or you just declare one and then the other one goes to meet the other? Okay,
so if you have a big company like Dangote or these Otedola guys now, they are directly remitting their tax to FIRS. A big company that is doing a very big money. But if it is a local company in Enugu, so you pay to your local EIRS. Do you get that now? So for turnovers, it's your turnovers determine who you remit to. Well, for banks in Enugu, they remit to EIRS, but their headquarters still remit part of their tax to FIRS. So it depends on how much you are doing. And states will even, guide you if you have to be paying to them or you have to be paying to the FIRS. But majorly big companies, they pay to FIRS directly. It never clear. Okay, so, all right. Any other question? Okay, soup. Interesting.
Sorry, if you have another question, you have to meet her at the back when done, because you're working with time.
Okay, so we will meet. And have you scanned? Please, next slide. Let me market myself too. Thank you very much. All right. So this is my LinkedIn. Please scan and connect with me on LinkedIn. Thank you very much. I have a great time.
A round of applause, please. Thank you very much.
Big Jimmy!